and welcome back to the channel. So this video is so long overdue. I think it's probably one of the most frequent DMs I ever get is what is your workout split? And I haven't ever made a video like this because honestly my workout split has always looked so different. Like I haven't really ever been like in a schedule or in a program. I kind of just like go through weeks at a time where I love doing this type of workout, and then like I'll get kind of bored and I'll go on to like implementing, I don't know, different classes that I take and stuff like that. So I've always been kind of like go with the flow, and that's why I haven't really created this video before. But the past 2 months I have been in a set program, and it is a program that I launched on my app. And guys, I felt so good throughout the past 2 months. So I think it's finally time to share with you guys. This is definitely a workout split that I could keep doing for months and months and probably never get bored of it, because you incorporate full body days, you incorporate upper body days, lower body days, lots of glutes. My body just overall feels so good during it, and I've seen like awesome results and energy levels and just so much that goes into the split. I'm really excited to share it with you guys. Lucas is not going to be explaining his split on this video because he's also kind of like me, and he just kind of like goes with the flow, and he's actually training for something specific right now. But for now, it's just me. He just flushed the toilet in the background.
Lucas!
Do you want to tell them your split?
It's a secret right now.
Yeah, so drop a comment if you want to see what this hunk of a man does.
This hunk.
Also want to say thank you Titan Fitness for sponsoring today's video. You guys have seen a lot from Titan before. We love working with them. Our whole gym is literally designed by Titan Fitness. Like everything we have in there is Titan. Great, affordable, high quality equipment for your gym. You can do home gym stuff, or if you're building like an actual garage gym with more, I don't know, in-depth equipment, it's great for that too. But thank you Titan, and let's get on into my split. I've got my phone here with me, and I'm actually going straight to my app to talk you guys through this because the whole program is straight on my app and all of the workouts just come straight from that. So as we scroll, you can see the first program up there is Spicy for Summer, and that is a back and glutes focused workout. It does incorporate your whole body, so on the days that there's full body workouts, you're gonna be doing an emphasis of like quads, shoulders, chest, the things that you didn't work out on the back and glutes days. And the glutes days are a mix of glutes and hamstrings because I love training those together. And this is my split right here. So day 1 is glutes and hamstrings. I love starting up my week with a good glutes day. And then day 2 is back and buys. Day 3 is full body. Then I will take kind of like an off day, but I don't really consider it an off day because I like to move my body every day. I'm just not weight training that day. So here I have a 45-minute walk. Then we move on to day number 5. That's back to glutes. Again, glutes and hamstrings. Day 6 is full body, shoulder, quad focused, and then resting completely on day 7. And again, I say rest, but I still like to be active. I never like to just sit on the couch all day. Rest day to me really just means not lifting heavy and doing things that feel good, stretching, going on a beach walk, maybe seeing the sunset for a walk, something that truly gives me rest. But it doesn't mean just like laying on the couch all day, if that makes sense. This isn't part of the video, but on the app you can see there's recipes too. So each week I put up 3 new recipes that you can choose from and just try them out during the week. So now that you know the split, we're gonna break it down day by day and go through the exercises that I did for this past week. I like to do stuff a lot of the times in circuits or supersets because I personally find that more fun than just doing 4 sets of one exercise. I don't know, those are the workouts that I typically get burnt out of, and it's totally preference. Those work great for some people, but for me, I just like to do athletic style workouts. I like to push myself, I like to feel energized, and supersets work really great for me. So first up, we've got Barbell Hip Thrust, and we've got Kettlebell Sumo Rdl to squat. So for the hip thrust here, I'm just using a box, and I'm using a barbell and a pad on top. And the key for these is to make sure, 1, you're not arching your back, you're keeping your core tight, and you're really squeezing your glutes at the top of that. So I'm doing 12 reps of that, and then I go on to the second exercise in a superset, which we've got Kettlebell Sumo Rdl to squat. For this one, I'm standing at a little bit wider stance with my toes pointed out diagonally, going down through the Rdl first, coming up, and then down into the squat. So doing both of those counts as 1 rep. And we've got 12 reps here. This one burns, and it is so good. So once I finish the 12 reps of the hip thrust and the 12 reps of the kettlebell exercise, then I will take a 30-45 second rest and go on to round 2 of that. For this one, I'm doing 4 rounds. On to superset number 2. We've got barbell back squat, and then we've got dumbbell RDL. So for the back squat, I'm focusing on engaging my core, sitting back into the chair, and pushing through my heels on the way up to put that weight into my glutes. For the dumbbell RDLs, I'm sending my hips backward, hinging at the hips, letting those dumbbells slide down to my shins, engaging my core, and squeezing as I come up. On to superset number 3. For this one, we've got dumbbell step-ups and single leg dumbbell glute bridges. So for the step-ups, I'm going to hold hold 2 dumbbells, 1 in each hand, and engage my core, push through. Ziggy! Ziggy just knocked over my ollie pop and devoured it. Oh.
Where?
Ziggy, you did this to my ollie pop.
Did it spill?
I'm sorry, guys. Go. Anyways, I'm holding a dumbbell in each hand, stepping up, again, driving through my heel to put that weight in my glutes as I step up, and I'm doing 10 per side, so 20 total. And then for the second exercise, we've got dumbbell single leg glute bridges, so I'm gonna put that dumbbell on my hips, push through my heels, squeeze the glutes at the top, and then come down. That is 12 per side. On to superset number 4. We've got dumbbell curtsy lunge, and we've got fire hydrant to back extension kick. So for the curtsy lunge for this one, you can do these either way. You can do them all in one leg and then switch to the other leg, or you can do them alternating. I like to do them alternating a lot because honestly, I'm not the best at balancing, and I kind of get off balance if I do it all on one leg. And then for the fire hydrant to back extension kick, you are on all fours and you're lifting that leg up and then to the back. You wanna make sure for this, you're engaging your core and you're not arching your back, but you're keeping a neutral spine as you do it. And we're on to our abs finisher. I like to incorporate abs into almost every workout, even if it's for just a few minutes at the end. I think it's just a great way to end your workout. It always feels good, and there's so many benefits to having a strong core. So for this one, we're doing the elbow plank, and we're doing 60 seconds, 45 seconds, and 30 seconds. And that is all of the workout for day 1. Tuesday, we've got back and buys. So for this workout, we are starting with a narrow grip lat pull down. So this is gonna be just like the same position as a lat pull down, except you're bringing your hands in a little bit more. They should be parallel with your shoulder. And we've got 4 sets of these. The first 2 sets will be 12 reps, and the last 2 will be 10 reps. After that, we'll rest and move into regular lat pull down. So you're gonna adjust that grip back to that wider grip. It's gonna actually work on your lats a little bit more. For both of those, I rest about 30 to 45 seconds in between each exercise, but it's totally up to you and how much you're lifting with. The more weight you're lifting with, the more you're gonna want to rest so that your body can really recover in that rest period and lift that heavy weight again. For me, I'm lifting pretty light to moderate weight, so I don't need as much of a rest. Okay, we've got a superset coming up next. So this one is row and abs. So we're doing underhand seated row, and we're doing sit-ups with our arms just above our head. So for the row, I want to engage my core, keep my shoulders up and back, and then pulling that bar into my belly button and then releasing slowly. I want this to be slow and controlled, and again, I'm not going very heavy on the weight. I'm just focusing on my form for this one. So for the second part of the superset, you're gonna drop down to the floor and do your sit-ups. It's gonna be 15 reps of the sit-ups, and you're doing 4 rounds of the superset. Up next, we're moving into a circuit, which I personally love circuits because they usually include multiple exercises, and it just keeps things fun. It keeps things rolling fast. And honestly, it just feels good for me to be able to move and exercise multiple muscle groups within like one period of time. It just feels like a full body sweat. So the first exercise, we've got half to full bicep curls. You're going to curl the dumbbell to the half point, release back down, and then curl it all the way up, and that is 1 rep. So you've got 8 of those. And then we've got alternating knee crunches, get some ab work done. You've got 10 of those. And then we've got bent over row. You can do this with dumbbells, trap bar, Z-bar, barbell, whatever floats your boat. But you've got 12 of those, and you're just going to hinge your hips back, drop your chest, keep your core tight, keep your spine neutral, and pull that weight again into your belly button. And then you're going to go into bicep curls. These are going to be across body bicep curls though. So you're going to bring that weight over across to your shoulder and then back down. It just works your bicep a little bit differently than regular bicep curls. And to end the circuit, you've got burpees, everyone's personal favorite. I actually really like burpees, especially when they're at the end of a circuit, because it feels like that last sprint. It just pushes you a little bit harder. You've only got 8 of those, and you have a 30-second rest in between each round. So that one moves very fast. For the finisher, we're ending with a little bit of cardio. So we've got 3 sets of 45 seconds on the rower, just going as hard as you can for this 45 seconds, taking a 45-second rest in between each one. Okay, up next, we've got full body, which is one of my personal favorite days. Again, I like feeling of an athletic, full-on workout. Everything feels tired after. You feel like you just gave every muscle some love during that workout. And I don't know, I always feel great after it. So for this one, we're starting with superset 1. That is gonna be bench or box step-ups again, and dumbbell chest press. For the bench step-ups, you guys already saw those, I already explained them, 10 reps of those. And right after that, you're gonna lay down on the bench for the chest press. You've got 12 of those. So there's multiple ways to do the chest press. If you're doing it with dumbbells, how I did, I like to either put my feet up or put them on the bench. I don't know, it's just a preference, but there's multiple ways to do it. Moving on to superset number 2, we've got hanging sumo squats. This is with a heavy weight. I would encourage you to go heavy for this one. You would be surprised at what you can do with the heavy weight hanging down below you with sumo squats. You can probably lift a lot more than you think you can. So I think I was using a 70-pound one for these. Then you're gonna drop straight to the ground for 15 plank up downs. You're gonna start in push-up position, go to your elbows and back up. You wanna alternate each time so that you're working each side the same. Superset number 3. You guys are not gonna like me for this one because I know everyone cannot stand the Bulgarian split squats, but I actually really like them. They are challenging, they are hard, but I think they work so well, and I love that you can tailor them to really work on your quads or your hamstrings and glutes depending on how you stand and where you're shifting the weight into. So we've got 10 reps per leg with those. You can either hold one weight on the supporting leg or you can hold 2 weights if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more. Then you're going to go straight into a seated shoulder press with the dumbbells pushing straight up and down for that shoulder press. So you've got 15 reps for that one. And then on to superset number 4, we've got tricep extensions and dumbbell RDLs. So for the tricep extensions, you're just holding that weight behind your head and pushing straight up. You really wanna keep your elbows in by your head for this one. That's the biggest thing that I used to struggle with form, is opening up my elbows and having like a wide stance here, and it just doesn't put the emphasis onto your triceps if you do it that way. The next thing is the dumbbell RDL. So you guys have already seen those, hinging your hips back and squeezing at the top. Okay, we're on to our finisher circuit for this one, and the finisher was so hard. We've got kettlebell swings, we've got elevated plank taps, we've got jackknife crunches, and we've got assault bike. Assault bike is so hard to me. Lucas loves it, and I think it is so challenging, but I've been incorporating it into my workouts, and of course it elevates the burn, it elevates your heart rate. It is just an awesome tool to add little parts into your workout with. So for the kettlebell swings, you want to hinge your hips back, let that kettlebell just drop slightly and squeeze at the top. You got 15 of those. For the elevated plank taps, I'm just using the machine that I use for the Bulgarian split squats, and I'm supporting myself in a plank and then tapping my shoulders for that. If you don't have that machine, you can just elevate anyway, or you can just do them regular. Then we've got jackknife crunches. So you're gonna start laying supine on the floor and come up and touch your opposite hand to your opposite toe. That is gonna be 10 per side, 20 total. And then you've got 45 seconds on the assault bike. And for that circuit, it is gonna be 3 rounds to finish. And we are already on to Thursday, which is our active rest and cardio day. So for this day specifically, I didn't get footage of it, but I went on a bike ride and I also went for a sunset walk. So my bike ride was probably about 30-40 minutes, and I just like to bike down to the beach and then bike back. And then my walk with Lucas and Ziggy was probably like 20 minutes, nothing crazy. But again, just finding ways to be active throughout the day without it actually feeling like a workout. It just more feels like a hobby or fun time with your friends, family, your dog, whoever. And on to Friday, we're back onto glutes and hamstrings. Okay, I want to give a shout out to the people that put reviews and stuff on this one. Cameron said, I haven't felt that strong and accomplished in a long time. It feels so good to fuel my body and be able to crush your workouts. That makes my heart so happy hearing that. Oh, literally the best thing ever to read through these. Elaine said, literally kicked my husband and I's butts. I love that too. I love knowing that you guys do these workouts with friends, with your husband, with your wife, whoever, because honestly, that just makes a workout 1,000 times better when you're doing it with someone that you love. Okay, for this one, we're starting with Sumo Deadlifts. So we're gonna be doing just one exercise. It's not a superset for this one, so you're doing 4 sets of 10 reps. Deadlifts are honestly my weakest area form-wise. I struggle so much to get the form right. If I go very lightweight, I can get the form right, but I think my body just kind of like freaks out and tries to overcompensate when I start putting more weight on. So I usually stick to lower weight for these and just try to really get that form down. But it's something I'm working on, just want to be transparent with that. But for the sumo deadlift, you do want to have a wider stance, toes pointed out. You're starting with the weight on the floor, putting that weight into your glutes, engaging your core. That is the main thing. You want to engage your core and lift straight up, squeezing your glutes at the top. Then we're moving on to barbell hip thrust, which I love these. We're doing 4 sets of 12 for these. You guys have already seen these on this video, so I don't have to say much, but always, always, always remember to hit that tight squeeze at the top and keep your core engaged, your spine neutral. Next thing, we've got a superset, and we've got dumbbell single leg RDLs, and we've got dumbbell curtsy lunge. What a fire superset that is too, a really hard one. So for the single leg RDLs, you're just using one leg. I usually like to just let that toe touch in the back really slightly, but you're not putting any weight in that back foot. You're just using it for balance. For the dumbbell curtsy lunges, you're again just stepping back diagonal. You can do them alternating, or you can do all on one side and switch to the other. 10 reps for each of those. Superset number 2, we've got dumbbell sumo deadlift with a squat jump. So you're gonna deadlift that dumbbell, set it down, and as soon as you set it down, explode into a squat jump and then come right back. That is 1 rep, and you're gonna do 10 reps of those. Then you're on to weighted hyper extensions. So this is honestly one of my favorite exercises for glutes. I really feel it in my upper glutes, and there is really no other exercise that I feel it as much as this one. For this one, it does feel kind of funny because you're always taught with form to not hunch your back and not arch your back, but this one you actually do want to hunch your shoulders up to let that weight be driven down into your glutes. So you're gonna start with that weight on the floor, hunching your shoulders, and then you're just gonna squeeze up, putting the weight into your glutes. And lastly, onto our tricep finisher, we've got weighted single leg glute bridge pulse, and table to squat combo. So for the weighted single leg glute bridges, you guys already saw those. Again, just 1 leg at a time. You're doing 12 on each leg, and then it's gonna burn so bad you're gonna go into the glute bridge pulse. So you're gonna do both legs together for this one, and you're gonna just pulse for 20 reps. That one is going to burn so bad, and you wanna make sure really for that one, you're not arching your back, because it's so easy when you start getting tired or it starts to burn to just give out on that form and arch your back, but you wanna keep your spine neutral for that. Drive through your heels, squeeze the glutes. What am I doing with my hands as if I'm like squeezing my, I don't know. And then the last exercise is the table to squat jump combo. This one feels so good and such a good stretch too. So you're starting in the tabletop, jumping straight to a sumo with a pulse, and then back down to tabletop. And if you have bad knees and need to modify for this, you could definitely do just like mountain climbing through the plank. It's really just something to get that heart rate up a little bit. And we're on to Saturday, which is full body, which is our last set workout of the week. And again, for the full body, we try to focus on the muscle groups that we didn't really hit specifically during the week. So the quads, shoulders, chest, maybe some abs, all of that. Okay, let's dive into it. This workout is gonna be in the form of triceps. We've got 3 triceps and then a little cardio finisher at the end. So tricep number 1, we've got barbell thrusters, we've got step ups, and we've got walkout mountain climber combo. So for the barbell thrusters, depending on your level, a barbell may be too heavy for this because most barbells are 45 pounds, but you might have a lighter one. If the 45 pounds is the only option you have and it is too heavy or it just doesn't feel right for you, you can totally use dumbbells. It's really just preference. So for the barbell thrusters, I'm gonna start with that barbell racked in front, and we're going into a front squat and then pushing all the way up like a push press, back down into a squat. The next one is step up. So again, I'm using the barbell. You can use dumbbells. You can even go body weight if you want. But the same thing as you guys saw in the past with the dumbbell step ups, you're just using a barbell this time. Driving through the heels, squeezing that core. You can do them alternating or all on one foot. You're doing 12 reps per leg though. And then the last exercise from this tricep is gonna be the walkout mountain climber combo. So for this one, you're gonna start standing up. You're going to bend down, opening your knees up, and you're gonna walk yourself out to a plank, hit a mountain climber, walk yourself right back up to starting position, and that is 1 rep. So you're doing 10 reps of those. On to tricep number 2, we're starting with hammer curl to press burpee combo. Guys, this workout was tough. There's a lot of up and down movement. There's a lot of exercises that require work from multiple muscle groups in the body. This is definitely one of them. So you're gonna start with the dumbbells by your side, hit that hammer curl to press, then you're going to squat down, drop those weights, and jump out into a plank, back up to the top. That's 1 rep. The next exercise is the dumbbell glute bridge. This one you get to lay down on the floor, breathe a little bit, but you've got 25 reps here. So my dumbbell wasn't very heavy. This is almost more like a rest because you get to catch your breath. You're just also doing a little lightweight glute bridge while you're down there. And then the last one is jumping lunges. These are tough, you guys. We only have 8 reps. That's 8 per leg. And you're doing lunges in jumping form. So jump with the right foot, meet in the middle, jump with the left foot. And that brings us to tricep number 3. We've got dumbbell forward lunges, we've got dumbbell chest press, and we've got plank slide throughs. So starting first with the forward lunge, I'm using 1 dumbbell in a goblet position, and I'm alternating with those lunges. But you can hold your dumbbells however you please. You can do them all on 1 foot, or you can do them alternating like I do. I just like the alternating because again, the balance. The next one is 12 chest press. So I'm just on that bench and my feet are up for this one, just pressing up to the top, slow and controlled back down. And lastly, we're dropping to the floor for plank slide throughs. So you're gonna use 1 dumbbell here, start in a plank position, take that dumbbell and slide it underneath you, set your hand there, grab it and slide it again. That is gonna be 10 reps each way, 20 total. And to finish it up, you're just gonna do 5 minutes double stepping on the Stairmaster. So double stepping is just skipping a step as you go so that it gives you more of a higher step. You're gonna do that for 5 minutes and make sure you stretch after this one. Please guys, stretch after, stretch before, drink your water before, during, and after. Stay hydrated. These workouts are tough. And that brings us to our rest day. Just to say it again, I call it a rest day, but I am still active, just not in the sense of actual workouts or lifting weight. I'm trying to remember, I think this Sunday we actually went swimming for a little bit at the beach, swam for maybe like 20-30 minutes just playing in the waves. But a typical day would be something like that, maybe even surfing, going on a walk, walking ziggy around the neighborhood, stuff like that. Even honestly doing housework and tidying the house, you're constantly moving and being active. I just never want you guys to read rest day and think that I'm telling you like you can't move your body, you can't go out and be active, because I want you to. That always feels good and that is good for you. I think that as human beings, we are meant to be in movement every day. It is naturally just what feels so good. So that is my workout split for now. Again, I'm always switching things up, so who knows? I think I'll stay with this one for a little bit longer. I hope you guys enjoy this so much. If you want to hear more about Luke's routine and just kind of what he's training for right now, let us know. And again, thank you so much Titan for sponsoring today's video. I'll put the link to all their stuff in the description if you guys want to check them out. And also, if you guys are interested in following this split or this program from my app or any of the other programs, I will be starting a new challenge in July, which is like a 30-day mental and physical health challenge. So there's a lot on there. I will also have that link in the description. I love you guys. Hope you have an awesome day, and I hope you go move your body in a way that feels great today. Much love.